Hey singers, welcome back to the weekly warm-up. I'm Laura. Here on the channel, I love to share clear, fun voice education to help you improve your singing and enjoy it more. Today, I want to expand a little bit on a topic that I talked about in a recent newsletter. I send a newsletter every Friday. There will be a link down in the description box. If you would like to be added to that list, it's totally free. And this newsletter really seemed to get a lot of conversation going among singers. So I wanted to just bring it here to the channel to talk about the idea of over-singing. So perhaps you've heard in a rehearsal, maybe somebody said, sopranos in bar 72, you are over-singing. And I think it's very easy to assume that that just means too loud. And it's possible that it does. It is possible that your conductor just threw out that term. Maybe the sopranos were singing louder than the other voice parts, so it was kind of unbalanced. Or maybe they were singing louder than the marked dynamic. But my experience has been, and I think a more useful way to think about this term, is that too loud is usually called too loud. And over-singing really refers to the specific phenomenon of singing that is louder than your technical ability to sustain. So just loud singing doesn't necessarily mean that it's over-singing. If you're singing forte in a part marked forte and you're doing it in a way that is healthy and supported and feels sustainable, that is not over-singing. But it is possible to do over-singing, on the other hand, at the exact correct mark dynamic if it is not within your technical ability to keep doing that singing in a comfortable way. So if a passage is marked mezzo forte and you cannot sing it in a way that feels comfortable mezzo forte, you are over-singing. And so I really want you to think about what over-singing might mean for you as an individual singer. Just like every person has their range in terms of pitch, we also all have our own individual dynamic range that is comfortable for us. And if you can sort of imagine that each of us has a vocal dynamic set point, a dynamic at which it feels very comfortable for us to sing, then our range is going to be centered on that set point, and it's going to extend, a certain distance in either direction, louder and softer. And there will be a limit to your ability to sing louder or softer than your dynamic range. You know, Robert Shaw was very famous for saying, never louder than lovely. And that phrase kind of makes me roll my eyes. But I think the point that he's getting to is don't sing beyond your ability to do so with kind of graciousness. And in fact, one of the responses I got from the newsletter really made me laugh. It was a conductor friend who said that his mentor used to say, don't sing louder than you can. And I think that actually is much more to the point of what over-singing really is. If you are singing louder than you are actually able to sing, then you are most definitely over-singing. What I want to mention here is that the solution to this happens to also be the solution to its kind of other counterpart, undersinging. So undersinging would be singing more quietly than your ability to sustain. If you feel like when you try to sing quietly, you feel sort of choked up, you feel like you're kind of squeezing the sound becomes really brittle, it is likely that there you are undersinging. And so the good news is that the fix for both of these problems just lies in support. And so there we get to really the key idea when we're talking about over-singing or under-singing, which is that unless you are able to produce a given dynamic with support, then you are over or under singing. So it is quite possible for someone to sing fortissimo for very, very long periods of time, but with the training and the support, that may not be taxing. Whereas a very brief period of unsupported singing is going to be extraordinarily taxing and therefore would be over-singing. So it's not necessarily just about the dynamic. There's no direct correlation between fortissimo is over-singing, forte may be over-singing, and mezzo forte is not over-singing. That's just not how it works. Triggering your support, turning on your support, maintaining your support through a long phrase is absolutely a skill that you can develop. And when I said earlier in the video that every person has their sort of set point and then their range, you can expand that range. In fact, you can really significantly expand it with some steady technical work. And all it takes is some work on tapping into support. So I'm going to go ahead and put up in the cards, and I'll also link below in the description box, some links to some of my favorite techniques or ideas for triggering support, for louder singing, and also how to sing at a quiet dynamic with support and freedom and without tension. And I'm hopeful that these resources will help you as you look to expand that dynamic range. And in the meanwhile, I just want to say thank you so much for singing with me. I really, really appreciate your time. I would also appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel, or go ahead and check out the link that's in the description box for that newsletter. I would just love to sing with you again. And in the meanwhile, until the next time, thank you for practicing.